Good morning and welcome to my editing space here in Baltimore. I want to thank all the folks who have put together this showing of Fracking Western Maryland. I'm sorry that I can't be there. I had a prior engagement and just couldn't work around it. I also want to thank all of you for taking time out of your Saturday to come learn more about the fracking issues in Western Maryland. Fracking Western Maryland began as a documentary project in early January 2015 when I read a front page article in the Baltimore Sunday Sun that profiled two men who represented very different views about the value of fracking coming to Western Maryland. Elliot Perfetti and Billy Bischoff were the two men, and their stories moved me to try and connect with them and find out more. Elliot was the easier to track down from the info in the article. We talked on the phone, and he invited me to come meet his friends, so I did. And that's where this story began for me. The film is an historic document now, about what transpired in 2015 and how a 10-year fracking moratorium bill with a health study attached became a 2-year moratorium with no provisions for a health study, and how a strict liability bill died without a vote. All of that led to 3 meetings which MDE just held to present their fracking regulations and to take comments from the public. That will lead to new fracking regulations being issued by October 1 of 2016. What we found when we started documenting and asking questions back in 2015 were 2 diametrically opposed worldviews being presented, and that one side of the debate was far more interested in answering our questions.
They will fail. They're made by man. They're encased in concrete.
Please watch and listen very carefully.
Listen to your heart.
When I began the documentary, I didn't know any of the characters that you've met in the film here today. I'd only ever been in the Deep Creek area a couple of times in my professional life to do some video work in the court system. This was a total learning experience for me, and I was really surprised that the story circled back right here to Baltimore. I was very surprised to learn that my state senator, where I now live in District 43, Joan Carter Conway, is a central figure in this fracking drama, and that she wields an immense amount of influence and power over your destiny related to fracking. Senator Conway has met with me off the record, but so far has not agreed to answer questions on camera. There appear to be 2 worldviews fighting for primacy in this story, and both sides believe they are right and are the good guys. What I believe is true is that we are all in this together, and we are all co-creating the result, whatever that result will be. I also believe that documenting this process and presenting all sides of the issue as well as I can is the best use of my skill set and interests. That is why I want to move this journalism project forward by partnering with Don Sincel and the Republican to present the fracking news in Maryland. Don can't afford to hire me, and I can't afford to continue the work pro bono. We produced the documentary you just watched on a $9,000 Kickstarter campaign. So we have launched an Indiegogo campaign to fund continuing this work in Annapolis, Baltimore, Western Maryland, and beyond to the fracking fields of Pennsylvania and West Virginia. I have a lot of unanswered questions for our elected representatives, the industry, researchers, scientists, business people, and more. If you believe this work has value and adds to a reasonable and responsible resolution of the fracking issue here, I urge you to join in and help us with your donation. We all, every one of us, subsidize the salary of Drew Cobbs and the other gas and oil industry lobbyists with every gallon of gas and diesel fuel that we buy. Every one of us who lives in Maryland pays taxes that help pay the salary of Delegate Beitzel, Senators Conway and Edwards, Governor Hogan, Secretary Ben Grumbles, and their staffs and all of their expenses. We pay for and subsidize all of that. Clinton Dunham's artistic graphic for the film poster tell our story. The future of Western Maryland and fracking hangs in a balance in the historic Maryland State House. And if nothing changes, fracking will begin in 2017.